You have to stop giving away your power. I really don't like it when you act as if there's no control, like you don't have control over what happens in your life. You are a co-creator and you're responsible for everything and anything that happens in your life. So why are you giving away your power? Why are you blaming things you have zero control over for the outcome of your life? You're basically giving the captainship of your life to someone else other than yourself. Why? You need to take responsibility of your life because it is yours. It doesn't belong to anyone else but you. Until you stop blaming things external of you, you'll continue to be a victim of circumstances. So you can't blame the rain for you not going to the gym. You can't blame the traffic for you being in a bad mood. You have to take responsibility for every action you take. And trust me, it's not easy, but it's worth it. Everything worthwhile. It's not exactly the easiest thing to do. Your consciousness is the only reality. Whatever you're conscious of is what you're experiencing currently in your reality. Your subconscious mind, your higher self, God, infinite intelligence, any way you want to address it, doesn't know what you want or what you don't want. It only knows what you focus on, what you are conscious of. So until you change your consciousness, till you shift your consciousness from what you don't want, which is what you are focusing on now, to what you want, before you could actually see any change in your life. And how could you do that? Changing your consciousness could be done by reprogramming your mind, and there are many ways you could do that, but we're going to use an example to explain it to you. Suppose you want to manifest a new car. Let's say it's a matte black Maserati, right? But you need to change your beliefs surrounding a new car because probably your logical mind will tell you, it's not possible. Where are you going to get money from? A Maserati, really? How is it possible? So to reprogram your mind, you say daily, isn't it wonderful that I have a new matte black Maserati? Or I'm so happy and grateful for my new matte black Maserati. Or anything that feels good with you. But remember, feeling is the secret. So when you're daily repeating these affirmations, you have to feel as though you have it. Bring yourself to the consciousness of having this new car, this Maserati, right? How would you feel? What would you do? How would you act if you had this new car? That is what you need to be conscious of. Remove your consciousness from, I'm not earning enough to buy this car, or I don't even know how to drive, or anything that is not supporting this desire of yours. Change your consciousness from it. Unless you are conscious of having this car, even though you can't see it in your 3D reality, you wouldn't be able to manifest it because you become who you are, not who you want to be. So you have to become an owner of a Maserati today, right now. But it's a process, trust me. Whatever you're seeing in your current reality is what you are conscious of. So you're not at your desired weight because you're currently conscious of being overweight. You're not working your dream job because you're conscious of being stuck in this job that you really hate. So in order to see that change, you need to feel, you need to act, you need to operate from the feeling of already having it. You need to change your consciousness. Instead of being at this low consciousness here and thinking of your desire, you need to ascend to the consciousness of having what you desire, so that you no longer think of it, but from it. Until you rise in consciousness to the level where your desires exist and operate from there, it may seem like everything is working against you. You experience stress, you'll be frustrated because you're thinking of it. You are at this low consciousness here and you so much wish to be that which you desire. But that gap in consciousness, you're at a low consciousness but desire something that is at a higher consciousness. You need to ascend to it. feel as though you are it. Assume you are already that, then act from it. I once struggled with horror mood swings, and they weren't nice at all. They could be triggered by anything. And I really hated experiencing them, but for some weird reason, I always loved to dwell in it and foil it. Knowing what I could do right, but I decided to foil it and dwell in it because I simply didn't want to take responsibility for it. Even though I was studying the law of assumption at that time, I would even go out asking my friends, okay, what could I do to make it better? But whenever I experienced those low times, I would still actively dwell, instead of actively wanting to get out of it. And it was just because I didn't want to take responsibility. Responsibility is difficult, but till you take responsibility of your life, till you take responsibility of your emotions, you'll continue experiencing things you don't want to experience. All the while, I had a choice. I could either sit back, dwell in my low emotions, and point to someone else outside for the reason of my low feelings. Or I could take responsibility, acknowledge what I did wrong, make peace with it, and move on. And you also have that choice. And which one are you going to do? Would you dwell in your negative feelings? Would you dwell in the consciousness of not having what you want? Or would you rise to the consciousness of having your desires? Would you actively take responsibility for your life? Take it back from the external things you've blamed for the outcome of your life. You are the captain of your ship. You are the sailor. And until you take active control of your life, anything can happen, whether or not it's pleasant. I know you're sick and tired of experiencing all these things you're experiencing, and you probably think you need a miracle. But I'm telling you, you are that miracle. So go out there and take responsibility of your life. Okay? You've got this, and I'll be rooting for you. And that'll be the end of this video. If you liked it or learned something new, be sure to smash the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Also, share this video with someone who needs to hear this. You can't be greedy, can you? See you next week. Bye bye.